What would be ways to involve our audience without giving them the deck to shuffle or letting them pick a card?
What would be a way to involve the audience
Mhm.
without them picking a card?
For example, because very often when we talk about audience involvement, we talk about multiple people picking a card. But I think even if you're doing cutting the aces, for example, you could involve everyone. And I'm just wondering how you would see this.
This is a very good question because I think 5 weeks ago I did a live show at the Magic Circle. You've seen the video on YouTube.
Mhm.
And the guidelines were they can't handle the props. We need to be 2 meters apart. So there's no shuffling of the deck. They can't pick a card. So I had to restructure my whole show. But you want to know something? The Smiling Mule got the strongest reaction ever.
Why is that?
And I've been thinking about that experience and I've reframed the Smiling Mule as a different experience now. Moving forward, I'm not going to have a spectator on stage with me when I do it. I'm going to stand on stage and do it by myself because that experience I had made it stronger. It's a conversation piece. And the way that I've got it framed now, I trigger the spectator to saying, you know what would be really good if my card was actually in between the two jokers? Because that's what I was expecting. I said, do you realize what a miracle that would be? He said, well, do it. That's the challenge I want going on between their ears. Because Rico, for me, participation is not just physical, and it's not just having someone on stage looking gormless. Participation is psychological and emotional, and they can do that while they're sat in their chair.
Exactly. So you're trying to get them to ask a question in their mind, and then you're answering this question.
Yeah, I want to engage them here and here. And if you think about it, okay, real authentic close-up magic is 4 to 5 people around a table seated, and I'm seated as well. And the master at this was Goshman, Albert Goshman. I saw Goshman live. I sat next to him when he did it. It's one of the greatest close-up shows I've ever seen in my life. It was real magic. Okay, so you can know for yourself if this is correct, because if you watch most close-up magicians, when they have 2 people either side, they're just a prop. They might as well be dummies or mannequins. So the real test of showmanship and artistry is to perform in such a manner that the people feel engaged and they're listening to you like this, but it's a live experience. As an example, have you seen Helder's show, Alvaro?
Yeah.
I've not seen it, but I can imagine him being as good as he is, he would find a way to engage people. And you've got to, given the fact that you're working to a screen, there's no other way. You've got to bring them in somehow. You've got to break the fourth wall of the screen and create the feeling that you're in people's homes with them.
Hi guys, I hope that you enjoyed that video. It was part of a much bigger podcast that we recorded together with Mike, which you can find right over here. In the big podcast, we talked about different events that formed Mike throughout his life, the importance of magic and meaning in magic. If you enjoyed this video, please consider subscribing, liking and commenting to show us your appreciation, and I hope to see you guys next time.